Hi guys, we are back again. I'm just going back to back, whatever spirit tells me. Boy, this energy today is something else. It's been like this past couple of weeks. Just a lot of darkness being exposed and a lot of things that have been held back, done in the dark, didn't want to be exposed to the light. And that's really funny because I just got up and turned this big light off. If you notice in the other videos, I have the main light on. You can tell because I look more orange, but I just turned it off. There's a bird on the fence. I turned it off because I was like, man, it's blinding the shit out of me. Like, I don't want to see it. It's too much. I can't even see the phone. I can't see the camera. Because I also have the window open. And so I've got this light and that light. It's almost like over, what do you call that? Overexposed. Someone is being, or they're not being, they feel as if they're overexposed. Like they're standing on a stage in front of a whole bunch of yous. And they're just being like, they're completely, they can't hide. Someone who thought that they could hide, someone who thought that they could conceal, get away with, whatever it is. This is a lot of energy going around right now, guys. It just is. I hate getting the messages like this, but if it's here, it's here. This is actually a good one for you. You're not the one being overexposed, unless you are. But I get that it's someone who's there, they feel completely or whatever's about to happen to them if it hasn't happened yet. Someone's definitely being stripped. Someone's being stripped of their mask. Whatever they're trying to hide from you, you're going to see it. And let me just go ahead and give a disclaimer before anyone else is watching, because this is not just for Sagittarius, it's for anyone watching. I have to give this disclaimer though, because people try to twist your words and everything. I like all signs and I don't like all signs. Do you get what I mean? Because I don't believe that we're any sign, and I believe that we're all signs, because the soul itself is not a zodiac sign and does not have a birth chart. Only the human flesh does. The human flesh has a birth time and all the things, right? Other than that, the soul, which is what we are, our essence, it has none of that. It's nothing. We're nothing. And we're everything all at the same time. And people can't wrap their head around that. So then they get offended when you don't put a sign out or their sign out. I mean, I just wanted to explain, but that's it too. It's part of your message. Someone here is like, I just wanted to explain, and you're like, hold it. I don't need you to explain. I definitely think someone's going to come forward. They're going to come towards you, and only because they feel like they have to at this point. Someone feels like they have to. They're being forced to apologize. Like they want to explain their way out of something, or explain the reason that they've done something or been involved. Something here is about one particular person, Sagittarius or Sagittarius cross watchers, who they know they're busted. They know that they're in big trouble now for what they've been doing, and there's no hiding it anymore. They can't hide it. And therefore, this is what's causing them to feel overexposed. It's causing them to feel like, oh shit, I'm in some trouble. Like they're scared now. I'm hearing tail between their legs, tucking their tail, tucker. Especially if any of you guys have gifts, as far as like you can read people, they're definitely feeling exposed by that because you found them out. They didn't realize that you could read their mind. They didn't realize that you could read their energy, that you could tell their plans and their next actions towards you, and even what they've been doing behind the scenes. They didn't realize that you actually knew those things. And if you're not like psychic or you read tarot or something like that and you can pull energy on people, you may have been told by another person. Maybe it's the law. Someone here has or will in the near future, if they haven't yet, Sagittarius, they're going to be, you're going to find out, let's say it like this, you're going to find out something about them that had to do with you. It's going to be obvious to you. It's going to be painfully obvious that they're guilty. I'm going to give you an example. When you were like a child, okay, when your human body was a child and growing up, or maybe this wasn't you, maybe you've experienced this before, but I used to do this too. I mean, I think everyone's done this at least once in their life. Have you ever been actually guilty of something? Like maybe you stole the cookies out of the cookie jar. I don't know what you did. Who? Me? Yes, you. Couldn't be. Then who? 11 o'clock on the dot. Maybe you did something and then you lied about it, and then your parents came to you and they were like, did you do that? And they know you did it. Ain't nobody else was home. They may even had a camera on you. Like there's some sort of proof here, right? somebody got busted for something, or they're getting caught red-handed. Someone's been caught. But anyway, let's go back to the story before I get off track. ADD is so you stole the cookies, you lie about it, your parents know you lied about it, they have the proof. And then afterwards, you have this guilty conscience, so you like wash the dishes, right? Or so you say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, or you try to hang out with them more, but usually you're like off in your room, you know, watching TV on the phone with your friends. You know, you don't care because you don't really want to be in there hanging out with them. But then you start hanging out with them more because you really have a guilty conscience. You know you're in trouble. You know you done fucked up, and you participated in something that you shouldn't have. You know you did. Someone here, that's the energy with you. If someone comes to you in the near future, they're doing it now, and they start acting a little different, like they're more about you now. They're more, you know, or they want to do the right thing. They may even act like they're trying to do the right thing. You need to be careful of this person, because I think I got this in my last message. I feel that it definitely resonates here. It's like a guilty conscience, like it's only because someone knows, or they're scared. If they may not know you've caught them or you've busted them, but they're scared that you have, or you suspect. So they're going to act differently. And if you pay attention to their mannerisms and everything, you're going to see. You're like, this isn't how this person normally acts towards me. What have you done? You know, and you have a pet. I mean, even if it isn't children, you ever had a pet and you know your pet's pissed or shit somewhere because of how they act, and they're kind of like sulking low to the ground and avoiding you? Sometimes people will avoid you when they know they're guilty. Sometimes people will be more prevalent. They'll be more pushy, you know. They'll act more, you know, like, oh, we're close and this and that, and go above and beyond. Like, that one is probably the most annoying to me. I'd almost rather you just avoid me. But no, this is someone, I don't think they're going to avoid you. I think they can avoid you. That's the thing. So maybe this is someone who like has to be around you, or in some way they're going to have to deal with you again. Whether it's because y'all have a child together, children, y'all own something together, have your names on something joint together, you have to work around each other, something. They know they can't completely avoid you forever. And let's say it's not something tying you to another person, but now it's become a legal matter. Something's going to become a legal matter, and so now they are tied to you legally. And they are like, damn. Is there a song called Overexposed? I'm hearing Overprotected by Britney Spears. Protected. What does it mean to feel overexposed? To give too much attention to someone or something in newspapers, television, or social media. Someone's like really let's say it was a hater of yours, which is a low-key fan. That's what my brother says, and I absolutely love that because it makes sense. Only somebody who cares about you gives you all this attention. So let's say some of you have had like a hater or something, whatever you want to call them, a fan in denial, my brother's words. Let's say they've been doing things against you this whole time, all right? Now the tables have turned, or they will in the near future, and now the spotlight's on them. Maybe the cops are watching them. Maybe they're being shown for how obsessive they've really been about you. Something's being shown about this person, like out in the open, and they cannot hide. Now they're terrified. Now they know everything they've been inflicting on you, on your reputation, on your lifestyle, whatever they've been doing, they know. I'm telling you, somebody's been trying to avoid you. They've been trying to avoid getting caught, being exposed for what they were doing against you, about you, behind your back, whatever it is, okay? They did not want this to get out. They had no problem putting you on the chopping block, but now that it's about to be turned on them, or it already is, they don't know what to do with it. So I think they're trying to like run. I'm telling you, I got this in another message. You have to watch the other message. I'm getting it in yours. It has something to do with Sagittarius. I don't feel that it's you. It could be you though, you know, because this may not be Sagittarius anyway. It could be cross watchers. It's somebody here watching this video, the guilty party and the innocent party. And the innocent one is the one who's not been trying to hurt anybody here. Okay? Someone is absolutely guilty, and now the spotlight has turned on them, and they can't handle it. They absolutely can't handle it. They're freaking the fuck out right now. You know what they're thinking? They're literally sitting back thinking, what's going to happen? Like, they can't sleep. They're sick. They may even get ill. They may even physically get ill. It's their guilt eating them alive, you know? Like, everything that they wanted for you, And some of it was really bad, guys. Like bad. Whatever, you know, they dabble in, okay? Could have just sent you a lot of evil eye, try to ruin everything about you, your business, how you fed yourself and your kids, if you have any. And it's like, okay, I see somebody hiding in a closet here. You open the door and they're like, oh, they're like down at the bottom of the closet. Maybe they're trying to hide behind the clothes. Like when you're a kid and you go in Walmart or any kind of store and you hide in the clothing rack so your parents can't find you and they have to call your name and they get pissed and they're like, somebody could have taken you. Which they're completely right. But at the time you're like, it's fun. I feel like somebody thought it was fun. You know, they thought it was fun. They may have thought it was fun for you to like figure out who's doing this to you. It's probably a lot of online shit. Someone thought they could get away with doing something online for some of you. And they think it's humorous, or they did, you know, because they just really were like, oh, she's never gonna know, or he's never gonna know who's doing this. Ha ha ha. Like, they thought it was funny, you know? But now it's like, you've snuck up, or justice is sneaking up, or the law is sneaking up, and they're gonna go, boop, I found you! Tag, you're it! And now this person's like, no! They're like, or maybe they're sitting in the clothing, right? I'm picturing like somebody hiding in the clothing, and they see cops walking. Like they see police officers, and they hear the keys clanking, and you know what I'm saying? They hear them talking, and they're like, do you know where he's at? You guys, like, they're like searching. Maybe someone's like literally going to go around someone's house. Like, you know, they're seriously staking someone out. They're watching someone. They're definitely being watched now, and they know they're being watched. And if they haven't been completely exposed yet, if the clothing hasn't been removed and pulled back where this person is fully exposed, okay, it will happen very soon, because they're being circled right now, almost by sharks. Okay, they're being circled by the law or justice, or the universe itself is circling someone. They're watching them, and they know they're being watched now. They know that everything that they sent out for you has returned to them tenfold, and they're scared. They wanted you scared. They were okay with you being scared, wondering if you're being stalked or watched. Some of you also had nude images or something, you know, whether it was nude images or not. Maybe you've had some information, you know, you told some people, and you know, they were your friends or something. Well, they went behind your back and they tried to create some sort of image out of you. Or maybe you had pictures, whether they were modeling pictures, or you had pictures you took with an ex or something, text messages, and they've just blown them up and put them everywhere. Okay, literally, like, even some of you have had revenge porn against you put out all over the internet, maybe about your, I don't know, somebody saw your naked body, or they have your naked body somewhere, or damn near naked, and they've took it upon themselves to share that image, and it's illegal. They can't do things like that. And now it's like they've been found out. They're being hunted down. I keep getting hunted today. It's like the person who intended to hunt you is now being hunted. And they're scared shitless, because they don't know what kind of fate waits them. They have no clue. They didn't care what fate awaited you, but now they're carrying, I hear carry, now they're carrying what kind of fate awaits them. This is a nasty individual. It's kind of someone who thinks, they were really laughing here. Like, they really got some sort of sick 1111. They got some sort of sick pleasure out of stripping you completely of everything, or trying to strip you of everything. And if this is not you, and you're like, this doesn't at all resonate, because some of you, I don't think it is your story. It's somebody connected to you. And you'll know. It'll ring a bell right now. You'll be like, oh, I know who it is. I know who it is. Things are aligning for you, Sagittarius or Sagittarius cross watchers. They're aligning for you. Whereas, I don't know how long you felt like you just could not get a leg up. You could not get ahead. You were always being pushed back. There were all these like underlying enemies and foxes and snakes around you, and you didn't honestly know who to trust at any point, you know? Some of you literally had to be driven out of where you lived due to slander, due to hate, just fucking hate, you know? And it's coming back on these people, and they're scared, guys. They're terrified. If anyone comes to tell on other people, like give you information or apologizes to you, I would still be careful. I'm not saying don't forgive, always forgive, because you want to be forgiven too for the things you've done. But I would definitely keep your eye out, because these people are not sincere. They're just scared they got caught, and they don't want to face judgment, because, well, they don't want people to know what they did. You know how humiliating that is when people have been so obsessed with you? Because that's what it's going to show everyone. It's going to show people how obsessed this person or a group of people have been with you. It's like, wow, y'all are some really nasty individuals. And we're not talking kids here. I'm talking grown-ass adults. Grown-ass adults acting like this. You think you grow out of it when you're out of high school? People get worse. People get worse. And God forbid, like, you do better than somebody, okay? They are like, oh, absolutely not. No. Like, they can't stand it. Something about you just bothers the shit out of these people. And they're about to be really bothered by their own actions, because what they've done against you and behind your back is wrong. You're going to get vindication. You're absolutely about to get justice for what's been done behind your back. Unlike them, you don't want these people to suffer. You don't wish that on anybody. You don't wish anybody to have that, and you wish they would just wake the hell up. You know, you just wish they'd leave you alone. But they can't, can they? And so you're sitting there like, I'm not really chuckling, I'm not laughing, I don't want this for you either, but I didn't do this. You did this because you can't leave me alone. And some of you, if you're not pursuing the law, I think you are pursuing the law, but if you're not pursuing the law, you could be suing somebody. If you're not doing that, the universe is like avenging you. They're going after this person right now as we speak. Somehow I think this person's going to get in trouble legally, even if you're not the one that pursues it. Whatever they're doing in their life, if they don't get in trouble for the things they've done against you on the internet or even in person, they're going to get in trouble for something else they're doing. Like maybe they buy drugs, sell drugs, I don't know. Or they do something under the table at work. There's something they do and they're going to get caught in another way, okay? And they will sit there and think like a victim and be like, oh no, how do I get out of this? But they won't even realize the whole time that it's all because of what they've done against an innocent person, against you. Because in this situation, you're innocent. And it was wrong. All of it was wrong. And it was like constant hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. This is happening all over the world right now. Everybody's getting it. We're in complete spiritual war. We're in war. We've never been out of war. We've been in war since the beginning of time. You know what I mean? And now it's just getting better and better and better, right? We're in a war with our food. We're in a war with our own government, wherever you are. We're in a war with war with war with war. It's just a bunch of egos flaring, you know? It's like you're in a snow globe of bullshit and you're the one in the middle of it and you just want out. You know, you're like, I didn't really ask for any of this shit. Literally, I didn't ask for any of it. Can you just put me in another snow globe, spirit? Can you? Can you break this one? Drop it on the floor and let me just puddle out onto the ground so I can get away from all these glitters flying around me. Because at this point, it's not glitters. It's shit. I absolutely see a snow globe in my mind right now full of little, like, shit emojis flying around a person in the middle. Let's say it's a Sagittarius symbol. You're just sitting there right in the middle and you're being surrounded and you're asking spirit to not shake up the snow globe anymore. You're like, can you get me out of here? Drop it on the ground. Break me. And if in breaking me, this means these little shits get broken too, so be it. So be it. I'm tired of being in here. I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm suffocating at this point, and it's not right. So I want justice. Maybe you prayed about it. You may not pursue anything legally, but maybe you've pursued God and prayed about it, and you've said, can you... It's like, save me from this? Well, honey, you about to be saved from it. You're going to be safe from it, all right. But I'm going to leave this here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.